Hello, I hope you're all doing well. So today we will be talking about the basic or the essential tools and equipment we will need to make a cold process soap. And I'll also talk about the main ingredients for soap making and then other ingredients and where we can get them to buy. So I'll start with the essential tools. The first one is this one, the goggles. This is very important because it will protect your eyes from any form of splash. Then the gloves, just like I'm wearing. It will protect your skin from any form of splash of the lye solution or any other thing, or the soap butter. It will protect your hands from that. Then we have the mask. This is to help prevent you from inhaling the fumes. When you are preparing the lye solution, okay, it actually gets heated, and then there are some vapor or fumes that come out. So it is best if you cover your nose. Then the hair cover. You can just buy this one. It's like a shower cap, just to cover your hair. I mean, you don't want your clients buying your soap and then they see pieces of hair in it. It's not nice. Okay, so those are the safety gears. And then long sleeves, so not necessarily a lab coat like I'm wearing, but then any long sleeve shirts you have, and then a pair of trousers, and if possible wear a shoe, yes, just to protect yourself. So those ones are for the safety gears. Okay, so we continue with the essential tools. We are done with the safety gears. So the most important tool or equipment you need to get is the digital scale. Okay, it uses battery, it doesn't use electricity. And you need this so that you can get your measurements accurately. And that way, the secret about this thing is that if your measurement is right, okay, your soap will come out nicely. That is it. Okay, so the next one is the stick blender or the immersion blender. The one I use is Midea, M-I-D-E-A, Midea. That is the one I use. It's actually a pack, so it comes with a grinder and a whisk. So this is what I use for mixing. Then we have the soap molds. So after mixing your soap butter, you need to use a soap mold. Now, you can buy these ones online, or you can just use milk carton like I used in the laundry bar soap videos. I think all of you were part of that class. You can use that for the meantime. When you get perfect and you have some money and you are ready, then you can buy these ones. So this one gives you all those beautiful shapes, the flowers and all that. Then you can also buy the rectangular one, or even make it yourself. This one, yeah, you can actually make only the wood yourself. But then if you are making it yourself, then there should be space in it. There shouldn't be any part here, so that you can easily remove your soap. And you can also buy this one because of the silicone I mean this one, the silicone mold, when you put it in this, there is no need to line your mold. Your soap can easily come out. Then the mixing bowls. So this cup, I use this cup for 250 grams of soap. Yes, when I'm teaching, I use it for, I teach in smaller grams so that you don't waste too much ingredients. When you are perfect, then you can start making it in bigger quantities. So this is another one. This is a measuring cup. You can buy this too, but this is cheaper. Okay, this you can get from any market. You don't have to order online. When you go to the market, those who sell the plastic bowls and buckets, you get this type from them. Some are bigger, some are smaller, depending on the size you want. And you can also buy this one. This is also a bit cheaper. This comes in 3 sets. This you can also get from the market. You can also buy this one. It's also very cheap. I think 2 cedis, like 100 naira. Yeah, you buy this from the open market. You can buy the bigger bowl as time goes on. When you are making bigger batches for sale, then you can buy the bigger bowl for mixing so that you pour at once. Then you need a spatula. The silicone spatula is best. It helps to easily scoop out the soap butter from the bowl. Yeah, because the edge is really smooth and soft. It's very flexible. Then you can buy plastic spoons like this for stirring of the lye solution. And you need to buy measuring cups. So they have written the sizes on it. This is 1 teaspoon, this is a half teaspoon, and this is half tablespoon. So we have 1 tablespoon, etc. It's a pack. So you buy that one also. Alright, so those are the basic things that you need, the tools. Don't buy too many things. The things I just listed now. Yes, just buy them, okay, for the start. Don't buy too many things. Now, let's go to the main ingredients and we'll start with water. So this is water. Just package it nicely in any used container, any old container you have, just wash them and use. Now with the water, you can use rainwater, or if you want to use tap water, you have to leave it overnight. Leave it in the open overnight. But for it to be much easier for you, you can just buy sachet water. Okay, this one, sachet water. You can just buy sachet water and use it. If you have mechanized borehole at home, you can use that one also. It's also very good. Okay, so now let's talk about the main ingredients. Now, for cold processed soap, the main ingredients for making soap basically is lye and oil or fat. Yes, lye, caustic soda, and oils or butters. So with the lye, you have to dissolve it in water first. So this is the lye or caustic soda. Because of this, that was why I wore the glove from the beginning. You have to be very careful when you are dealing with it. So this is how the lye looks like. It's more like sugar. It looks like sugar. So please, in case you are using a part of your kitchen for soap making, make sure that you make a shelf in the kitchen and put these things there so that your children don't mistake it for salt or sugar. Even your husband or other members of the family, because it is really dangerous, extremely. It can burn your skin. Even if it touches your skin directly, it can burn it. It's very uncomfortable. All right, so you make sure that you label all your soap making ingredients. Okay, anything you are using for soap making, just label it. Okay, you can just buy this paper sellotape, and then you use a permanent marker to just write the names on it, just to identify it. Now this thing, when you buy it from the open market, it's a bit cheaper than if you buy from the organic sellers. Okay, this I ordered from an organic seller. It's 20 cedis. That's about 1,500 naira. But if you go to the open market, you get the whole bowl, like this, for that same amount. You get a whole bowl like this for that same amount. So you have to buy from the soap makers, those people who sell products for liquid soap. They have all these things. Okay, now let's go to the oils and the butters. Now I'm sure if you have read about soap making, or you are interested in soap making, you realize that they talk about olive oil a lot, and it's because it makes a very moisturizing soap, and then very mild soap, what they usually call the Castile soap. Okay, but then it takes a longer time for it to cure because it's a soft oil. But olive oil is super expensive, and so we have a substitute for it, and that is sunflower oil. That is what I use in place of the olive oil. When we are talking about oils and their substitutes, types of oils, you understand better what I'm saying. I don't want the video to be too long, and with that one too, it's better you just buy from the supermarket. This is what I use. Okay, this one is 3 liters, and it's 30 cedis. Yeah, 30 cedis. 30 cedis is about 2,500 naira or 2,000 naira. Okay, just buy from the supermarket, then you pour in a smaller container for easy use. This one is, if it's a drink, Welch, that I took from this. After taking it, I just washed it and then pour the oil in it and label it. It's not anything special. All right, then we have palm kernel oil. Palm kernel oil is also very good. All right, so this is the cold pressed one. You see that it doesn't look black or brown like the normal one we see in the market, but yes, you can get this to buy at the at the open market too. The market women who sell oil, all types of oil. When you go to them, just tell them you want the factory one, the palm kernel oil, the factory one, and this is what they will give you. That is the cold press one. That is how they call it. Okay, then we have coconut oil. Coconut oil is also super expensive these days, so I just use the palm kernel oil in place of the coconut oil. All right, and shea butter. So I use shea butter a lot. It makes your soap really good. You get to know more about all this when we are talking about the oil. Okay, so let's look at the other ingredients. So like I said earlier, the lye solution, so that is the lye mixed in water and oil, those are the main ingredients for soap. If you mix the two, you will get soap. All right, so any other thing is an additive, and what that means is that whatever any other thing you are adding is determined by the kind of soap you want to make. Okay, so I'll start with the honey and oatmeal. So this is oatmeal. It's simply oats, just oats that we eat at home, and then I grinded it using the grinder for the blender, the kitchen blender. Yeah, just the blender we use in the kitchen, you see there is a grinder for dry ingredients. That is what I used in grinding it. I didn't make it too smooth so that we can get that exfoliating effect, just a gentle exfoliating effect. And this is the oats I used, Coca oats. You can use any brand of oats as long as it is how do I say it? It is organic and it's in its raw form. How do I show this to you? So the normal oats we eat at home, all right, the normal oats we eat at home. So this is another brand, Coca oats. You can buy any brand, okay, as long as it is oats, and it works just fine. Then the honey, try as much as possible and get the raw organic honey, the one that they've not mixed it. Some is just melted sugar that people sell. Some people are very wicked. You try and buy from a trusted seller. Most of the times those from the villages, they have the pure one. Okay, so honey and oats. Then turmeric powder. This you can get from a supermarket or you buy from the organic sellers. So we'll know the properties of all this when we are making the soup, so that the video doesn't become too long. Activated charcoal, okay, activated charcoal. Then coffee powder. Then we have the neem powder. Now I think you all know what a neem leaf is. If you don't know, I will send a photo, okay, to the group. The Nigerians call it dogoyaro leaves, yeah. But this particular one is a mixture of 3 leaves. Yes, even though I labeled it neem leaves, it's a mixture of neem leaves, what's the name? Bitter leaf, yeah, bitter leaf, and then scent leaf. Those 3 leaves, that's what I mixed together. The bitter leaf, I think we all know it, we've all seen it before, but I'll still send a picture of it. And then the scent leaf, I'll send a picture of it. In Ghana, it is called nonum or nunum, one of them. Nonum or nunum. Yeah, that is how it's called. Those 3 leaves are powerful, especially if you want to treat eczema. We'll talk about those ones later. Okay, then I use tea tree oil. This is from Hemani. Their products are actually very good, so I usually buy from them the Hemani product. So tea tree oil, I use that one too. Then the essential oils, it's a matter of choice. So I use Yang Liang and geranium essential oil. I use those ones too. But for the starts, you can actually use fragrance oil, okay? The truth is that some people, when you even use the essential oil, it eats their skin. The soap, it gives them reaction. So to be on the safer side, you don't use the fragrance oil or the essential oil at all, especially if you are making a soap for someone who has a very sensitive skin or a baby. You don't add the fragrance oil. If you even want to add any form of nice smell, just use the essential oils in a very little quantity. We'll talk about all that later. So this is an example of a fragrance oil. This one, they sell it in the market. We have Nature's Garden. Their fragrance oils are also very good for soap making. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Right?